What's up, boys? Dusk Warden here with the first video. The first video is going to be why play Witch Hunter. So, the question asked often when people come into the server or are interested is what class should I play? What's the best? What spec should I play? I think a good place to start would be to start with my own class and say why play Witch Hunter and why play each of the specs of Witch Hunter. I want to preface everything by saying that every spec in the game is worth playing for whatever content you want. Of course, this is an alpha, stuff will change often, balance isn't perfect, but as far as I know, there's no spec in the game currently that's not able to compete at the highest level. You'll have to make some concessions at some point, right? Maybe you won't be able to play the build of the spec that you want if you want to perform at the top, but I don't think it's a problem for 99% of people, and I think you guys should really just go for the ride and you'd be surprised how often things get balanced. So let's jump right into it. Why play a Witch Hunter? The first reason to play a Witch Hunter is you think they look really cool. You want to dash around. You want to have some leech. You can have a variety of weapons, whether it be leaning into the crossbow playstyle if you want to be like Van Helsing. You can have the gun or the Hounds of Darkness if you want to be like Natano's Blightcaller. You can play Inquisition if you want to be the one of the fastest dual wield spec, and you can be a Black Knight if you really want to get that Witcher style Blood DK hybrid tank. So Witch Hunter as a whole has a lot of powerful tools. As a spec overview here, we have Bolt Slinger, which is the crossbow spec. You're in a medium distance, you can cast every single of your crossbow skills while running around, moving really fast. You'll have some dot upkeep, you'll have some powerful bolts, and you have a ricochet, which is similar to multi-shot from Marksman Hunter in retail. You're going to be able to cleave all your abilities and make them explode and get powerful effects. You're going to be able to chain really fast casts. It's probably one of the fastest APM in the game right now. I really enjoy that spec. It's pretty frenetic, so it takes a lot of focus, but I enjoy it. The second spec is Darkness. If you would think of what Natano's Blightcaller would be, this is it. You've got your Shadowhounds doing work for you. You can command some Crow spells to do some damage on the enemies in an AoE. You got a bunch of just like plain old gunshot, but it's as simple as it sounds. It's really satisfying. Inquisition would be very unique to WoW. I don't think we have like a direct equivalent, but the way the spec functions is you swap between two stances and you build stacks of Flames of Sins, and then you explode the stacks by changing stance with all your attacks, and then you do additional fire damage. And the last spec, which is probably my own favorite, is the Black Knight. Now the Black Knight is a tank, which if we were to compare it to retail will be the closest to a blood DK. You have a lot of HP and you have a lot of powerful self-healing options. It's probably the most self-deterministic tank on Koa right now. It's not all without weaknesses, of course, but I think if you like that gameplay of playing a little bit with danger with your health pool, healing a lot, I think it's really enjoyable. Some of the main mechanics of Witch Hunter as a whole would be high movement in the form of primarily tree spells. One of them here would be the Black Flip, the little back flip, which is Daring Escape. The second one would be Vault, which is simply a dash, but this dash, as we'll see when it resets in 10 seconds, can be used in every direction, but if you use it backwards, it's going to be acting as a blink, which can have really strong implications as this, just a small blink behind. And then the last movement skill will be the swoop, which you guys might enjoy, is your big fat raven, and you gain some movement speed and slow fall. Um, Secondly, the second part of the Witch Hunter is the tonics. So if you think about it, as I said earlier, from like a Witcher style perspective, the Witch Hunter boils a bunch of potions that acts as cooldowns and self buffs at the same time. We have a few main ones, including Surging Tonic, which basically has like a haste steroid. You have Witch Blood, which heals you over time and gives you a big amount of damage reduction. And we've got Dark Tonic, which is a big heal instantly and increases your maximum HP. Um, these are the main point of Witch Hunter. Now, you also have a lot of other tools. If we look at the left side here, you have trap, which is a great stun. You have a lot of cooldown reduction. You have a grip. Burrow Bolt is a grip, like a dead grip effect. It's really, really strong for grouping. You have an incap. Here you got Witching Shroud, which when you take a magical critical hit, you can basically vanish, and you're supposed to be immune to magic effects. And at the end here, you got a smoke grenade, which acts as a smoke bomb, which can be really useful in both PvE and PvP. You can have the Slayer's Mark, which is big crits, and you can have Vampiric Tonic, which is increases healing received and gives you some leech on all your damage, which is of course the preferred option for tank. Um, this is one of the reasons to play Witch Hunter for me is you have a lot of playstyles. You can be fast range, slow range, very fast melee, self healing tank. I think if you enjoy the idea of a male class that's a hybrid between a hunter and a death knight, I think Witch Hunter might be for you. I hope you guys enjoy. If you guys want to see another class afterwards, I'll please leave it in the comments, and I'll catch you guys later.